everyone, AmberFrmThVault here. Welcome back to more Amnesia the Bunker. We're going to go ahead and jump right back in, but before we do, I just want to give you a quick headphone warning. There's probably going to be a lot of screaming, a lot of giggling, and lots of fear singing in here, so let's go ahead and jump right back in. Alright everybody, we are back in Amnesia, but here's the deal. I went ahead and, just for fun, I wanted to explore the arsenal area because I wanted to see what the actual area looked like without, you know, the like constant darkness, because we spent so much of that time in the dark. In fact, I apologize, that video probably looks terrible, but I wanted to go back and just kind of explore it with one of the custom mods that the game has built into it, which is an extended flashlight time. Now, that might sound kind of silly, like, why would you want to do that? Here's the thing, the game is so brilliantly made. I've been feeling this way about SOMA as well, which is another frictional game. It's so brilliantly designed. I just so badly wanted to see what it looked like. I wanted to see what the developers made, what they created. So we came back into here in a Patreon video just to kind of see what it looked like with the, like, flashlight that almost never ends. It does end eventually, but it's really, really good. It stays on for a really long time. And one of the things I realized coming through here is that I missed something pretty stellar that was in here. And I'm going to go back and get it. Now, part of me feels a little conflicted about this because if I'm honest, I didn't see it the first time. So I feel like, actually, I am going to keep that. I didn't see it the first time. So I feel like a little bit of a cheater going back now and getting it because I didn't see it the first time. But the thing is, just because I didn't see it the first time doesn't mean that I can't go back and get it now. I did eventually find it. I did actually play the game to find it. So what we're actually doing is, right now, I'm going to get a piece of meat. It's going to look like, why are you wasting all of this time walking around? But I'm trying to remember where the meat is. I'm actually talking as I'm recording. I sound like I'm recording the audio afterwards, but somewhere back here there was a piece of meat. It was in like a storage closet. It was over here somewhere. Yeah, here we go. Okay, I'm gonna get the piece of meat and get the rats out of the way. Oh, so I do have to leave that. Well, that sucks. That's fine, whatever. I'm gonna have to leave this here. I don't really need another flare though, so I'm not that concerned. All right, we're gonna have to use this to get the rats out of the way so we can get back to the item. Now, here's where I'm feeling a little conflicted about it. I usually try to make gameplays that I don't look things up unless I let you guys know, and I don't like try to make them as organic as possible, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I try to be real organic with them. And in this case, oh, I had better listen. I didn't know this item was back here, and I believe, was it back? Where was it? Oh my goodness, now I'm not gonna be able to find it. I didn't know the item was back in the area, so like I didn't see it the first time. Oh, I think it's back here, isn't it? Yep, here it is. There we go. It's another pocket bag. I think it's worth going back to pick up. I know that that probably seems a little silly, and it's a little cheaty that I happen to know that it was there because I did the whole like Patreon video, but I think it's worth it, and plus it's put there obviously for a reason so that you can play the game and like get through it. But I don't know, I thought it was worth coming back to get it since it's not like I'm competing with anyone else in this game. Okay, how did we get back? Why don't I remember? Oh, is it this door? Wait, why is this door closed? Well, I didn't close that. That's weird. I didn't close that, right? Why are you burning again? Okay, well, anyway, that was creepy. All right, so we're back. We needed to go back in here anyway to go to the tunnels, but I figured if we were coming back in here to get the extra pouch, which you can see now, I'm wondering if there is another pouch somewhere and I just haven't found it yet. But now that we have the extra pouch, we could have carried the flare, but that's fine. It's not like a huge deal. But I am going to go put some more fuel in the generator. I have a bad feeling that the tunnels are going to be similar to kind of that place that we just were, the arsenal, and that maybe we're going to run out of fuel while we're down there. So I want to make sure we're going on 100% fuel generator. But of course, on top of that, making sure that we actually have fuel. And I don't know how much longer the game is going to last. My best guess is probably not that long, honestly. I really don't see that we have probably more than an hour or two left in here. Maybe not even that. I don't know. All right. So we're going to have to go down in the Roman tunnels. I don't know what to take with me. I'm wondering at this point, the Roman tunnels we don't have a map for. There's no map for the Roman tunnels. But there is a map in our... We go into here. There is a map in here under photos. And I wonder if this is the Roman tunnels. I think it might be. So if this is the Roman tunnels, which is my best guess, I think this might be the entrance. And here, let me show you why I think that's the entrance. Look down here on this map where it says 2 tunnels at the bottom there. Will it let me like move around? No? Wait. Oh, because of the save. That's right. Sorry. That freaked me out. So it doesn't look like I can, like, I just want to move around. Oh, there we go. There we go. Interesting. I can't move around while I'm in here. Oh, there we go. Oh my God, I'm such an idiot. All right, so here you see the 2 tunnels has the X's and the lines. And then if we go into here, we can see that this photo has... So if you look at this map, I think this is where the Roman tunnels are continuing. Sorry about the cut. This is... For some reason, I keep screwing this up. So I think we're going to have to come through here and go through and maybe even... I don't know, this looks like it might even head somewhere else that we don't know. So we might even be going this way. Which makes me wonder if maybe, just maybe, this might be the end of the game. And if it's the end of the game, I don't necessarily want to just run out and look around everywhere and beat it. I want to make sure that we've actually done everything inside of the game itself. And one of the things I can say is that when I'm looking through the inventory, I'm definitely missing a pocket bag here. It could be in the Roman tunnels. It just seems like if we're going toward the end of the game, why would it be in the Roman tunnels would be my question. So I'm not convinced that it's probably there. What I am convinced of, though, is that potentially we need to go back through different parts of the game, and maybe at this point there are areas that we haven't been or that I've missed, that maybe that's what's going on. I know there's a room we never opened for one of the soldiers. I can't remember his name. It's Renoir or something like that, I think. We never opened his room in the game here, but I know that we opened it, Renard, I think it's Renard's room, but we opened it in a previous video where I was just kind of running around doing suicide mission stuff. But I'm thinking that maybe we should go back and do that. I just want to make sure that everything is completed before we move on to the Roman tunnels. Because like I said, I think we might actually be finishing the game. Also means that there's probably some places for the bolt cutters or the wrench to be used that I haven't used yet. I'm pretty sure I've missed something. So what I want to do is just kind of go back through. And I know this ends up becoming like a clips episode, and I feel bad about that. Let's go get this while we're at it, 9683. I know it becomes kind of like a clips episode, but I'm going to go ahead and do some just searching without, audio and stuff, and try to look for some extra codes or things like that, just to try to make it easier, try to get everything. I guess maybe the Roman tunnels can't be the end because we haven't found Lambert's tag, and my guess is we'll probably find Lambert's tag later on. I already forgot this. Let's see, what was it? Codes 9683. Okay. I am guessing 9683 that maybe Lambert's code was somewhere else. Because if my theory that Lambert is the monster is correct, then I'm wondering if maybe we're gonna like come across something that will tell us that Lambert's the monster. I'm not sure. I could also be wrong. I mean, I don't think I am, but I could be. But there could be, things that we haven't done yet in the soldiers' quarters and stuff too. I feel like I went through those rooms really, really well, but I may not have. So I think what I'm going to do is go back through, just do some off-screen stuff, throw the clips in here once I actually find these items, and then come back and join you guys in just a bit. So hopefully that makes sense. I know that was like a lot of talking, but we're going to go ahead and do that, and then we will finally go into the Roman tunnels. So here we are, we're right outside of Renard's room. We're gonna go ahead and blow it up. So you see me throw the grenade, and then we're just gonna transition to when I'm actually going in. Now remember, we went in here before, and I mentioned this, but you have to put on the gas mask. We didn't have it at the time, so I didn't actually get all the way through this room. So we're gonna go ahead and go back in. You can see we picked up one note already, and then I realized that there was a padlock in here, also a chain. So this was another place where we could use those bolt cutters. So let's go ahead and grab these 3 notes. There are another 2 notes in there. And then over here, we're going to find one more in the drawer. All right, now we're going down to the soldiers' quarters. I wasn't sure if I'd missed something down here, and after picking up that fuel, I realized I had missed a grate. And this is inside of the bunker. I think this is the B side, the bunk B side. There is actually a grate in here, so we're gonna go ahead and open that. And then inside of it, we're gonna find some more notes. So I'm gonna go ahead and read these all to you in just a second. All right, well, we have more notes to read now, so let's go ahead and check these out. I'm really excited about this, actually. All right, so 20th of May, 1916. After what happened with Neuer, after how Renard and Fournier treated him and Leroux, there's only one way forward for us. I've gathered men I can trust, proposed to them what we do. To a man, all of them are willing. It was such a relief. T seemed eager to go. The poor man, I hear him at night, muttering in rhymes, trying to comfort himself. For his sake, for all our sakes, this nightmare must stop. Late now on the 14th of June. The nightmares have stopped. We no longer hear those sounds. But now I am plagued by worse nightmares. My fellow saboteurs were all caught. Delphi and Renard torture them even now. And yet none of them have turned me in. I alone have escaped punishment. The honor among these men, my brothers. I'm not worthy of it. It haunts me. The guilt of it. I know they will be court-martialed, maybe even put to death, and here I am. My consolation. The war will punish me, as it punishes us all, and I will remain vigilant, lest whatever darkness lurks in those tunnels returns. Okay, and then Renoir. 2nd of April, 1916. My friend, received your message about the order to dig the bunker deeper. I appreciate your enthusiasm, your patriotism. I only wish I could share it. I fear command will only prove themselves fools, and your men will pay the cost. They want a grand subterranean hub of courage, steel, and intelligence. We both know what they'll get. A rancid, stinking pit, a void, a hole, full of men scared and confused. Then they will proclaim it a success and issue a new order. Dig again. Deeper this time for France and for victory. Your orders, that dig, they are the very war itself in miniature. The arrogant and idiotic leading the scared and foolish ever downward toward the darkness. I'm sorry, my friend. My mood is pitch black, and everywhere I look, I see this world barreling forward into chaos. Please keep this message between us. I don't need a court-martial heaped upon my woes. 6th of June, 1916. This is Fournier. Further to your investigation of the tunnel sabotage. Your assumptions are safe. Start with those who spread the rumors about magic and devilry in the tunnels. Clearly, they've had sabotage in their mind for weeks. Use any means necessary to elicit confessions. We cannot allow this treason to go unpunished. 11th of June, 1916. This is Delphi to Renard. And regards the fate of the saboteur Toussaint Baffoy. Baffy? I'm not actually sure. I think it would be Baffoy. Leroux has added further details to his confession. He now claims that upon entering the Roman tunnels that night, Toussaint confided in Leroux that he had other work to do. When Leroux pressed him for details, Toussaint whispered something and pointed to his own eyes. Soon after, Toussaint split from the other saboteurs and disappeared into the darkness. When the others failed to locate them, they assumed he had returned to his bunk and proceeded with the plan. I believe it's safe to assume that Toussaint either perished in the blast or has since starved to death in the rubble. Okay. That gave me a different realization. So let me get this straight. That means that Toussaint is still missing, or was missing. They think he's dead. Interesting. Okay. I'm a little unsure about the Roman tunnels. Obviously, I've already mentioned that before, but I'm a little unsure because I don't want to take all this shit in there and then find out that, oh. Did I read this yet? Oh boy. I don't think I did. I don't think I've ever read this. So hold on, guys. I don't think I've read this. All right. 14th of May, 1916. I have spoken to no one of what is written in these texts, I swear it. But now LaRue comes out of the tunnels claiming to have seen things described in them. My rational mind cannot accept that this might be a coincidence, nor can accept the alternative. I have to tell the others what's written in the text. Tell them, warn them. 18th of May, 1916. They've punished LaRue for speaking about what he saw, and now Renard has sent for me. I'm sure I am to be punished as well. We're stuck between the Germans in front of us, high command behind us, and some other horrible force that seems to lurk in the shadows all around us. I fear we are now truly beyond God's reach. 20th of May, 1916. I've been locked in Delphi's cell for the past 2 nights. Renard's punishment for me speaking about the text. Nightmare after nightmare there. Dreams of darkness, seductive darkness. Voices there, welcoming me. I returned to my bunk and was met with the men, all of whom now have tales to tell. Nicolay, Farber, Hullabeck, maybe? On and on. They're all hearing things, dreaming things. Nights are now spent in the grip of fear that crawls up the spine and digs its claws behind the eyes, piercing mind and soul. But after what happened to LaRue and me, none dare speak to the officers, not even Jobert. And worse, raids are beginning again. I'm going to go tomorrow night. Man, I would want to die in a raid at this point. 23rd of May, back from the raid, can't sleep. Shells falling. The soles of my boots are worn thin. My feet are bloody and blistered. Lost too many out there. I feel trapped. Yeah. Sorry, I had to take a moment to collect myself there. Every once in a while, I know it's not real, but it's like just the thought of young men, like people under 30 are fighting these wars, and to think about essentially a child. Sorry, I don't mean to disparage anyone in their 20s, but like your brain isn't even done growing until 25, 26, and like they're putting them in trenches where their boots are so bad that their feet are bloody and blistered, and that's a little too much. It's a little too much for my heart to handle the thought of that. All right, let's move on. So 25th of May, last night the entire barracks was awakened by the sounds from the tunnel. Nightly they grow louder. When I slept, I dreamt of other worlds, of pain wrapped in ecstasy. This morning we are all ghosts. Things cannot continue this way. I will enter the tunnels and see if I can find some way to end this, for all our sakes. So Toussaint is the one who is writing the weird-ass poetry. He's also the one who said, he's doing weird shit in his dreams. So I feel like maybe Toussaint has some demons that he might need to exorcise. Maybe Toussaint is not... Maybe he was also affected? I'm not sure. Oh, I guess I have to select the fuel. I'm so used to the fuel automatically coming up. I think it'll probably take both of these, which is fine. So we definitely did this with enough fuel to last, so I'm not too concerned. I feel like we must not have cut every chain and every vent at this point though, because I don't know, I feel like, actually, you know what, let me do this. I feel like I'm probably being pretty stupid right now, but I should come back here and look at the map. All right. So is there anything that I feel like we haven't gotten to? We've been to the supply closet. We've been to the clerk's office and the arsenal, soldiers' quarters. I feel like we've been everywhere in the soldiers' quarters. The break room is what I was calling like the mess area. We've been to the clerk's office. That was where we got the, the map. We've been to, I think we've been everywhere in the prison. Have we though? Processing, interrogation room. Yeah, yep, we went in there to begin with. I guess the prison cells are the last thing we could check again. I don't know if I used my flashlight a ton in there. I think prison's down here. That's right. Okay. I don't know if I used my flashlight a ton in there because I was feeling a little nervous. Knowing though that we have so much fuel and so much time, I'm not like concerned about coming back through some of these areas. Also, I want to stress there will definitely, there's pieces of this video that are going to be in the main channel video. So don't don't worry if you think you're seeing something twice. You probably saw it here in Patreon video and over in the main channel video, because I'm going to be taking cuts of this to put into the main channel video. This is open. Yeah, we don't need to cut that, or we already did, I guess. We have that. Definitely hear the spooky creature's coming for us. There's more cloth. I'm just like so not concerned about bandages right now. I'm far more concerned about the fact that we're gonna have to go through those Roman tunnels, and I'm concerned that there's gonna be a lot of things to pick up. Yeah, let's just do this. I know. I really don't need that flare, but it's there, so just make sure. Oh, I dropped fuel there, I guess. That would make sense. I probably picked up a... Okay, there's more fuel. There's a first aid kit here. We didn't take that. Let's see, is there anything? Yeah, I would honestly rather have a first aid kit than a bandage. Once again, though, like, nothing really in here that I feel like we didn't pick up or anything. I'm feeling pretty positive about this. Oh, there is another stick. As much as it would be nice to have another stick, I don't know if we're really going to need it when we go into the Roman tunnels. I wish I knew more about the Roman tunnels. But unfortunately... There's more fuel back here. Oh, we better wait. Hopefully that scared it off, but I don't know if it did. Yep, it sure did. Okay. It also destroyed the lights over there. Alright, well, I think we're done here. I feel pretty confident. So I guess that's it. I guess it's Roman tunnel time. It is time to stop stalling and start going through the Roman tunnels. All right. So after multiple attempts and failures at trying to stack the boxes and get out of there, I went ahead and just gave up and said, screw it, I'm gonna go ahead and look up someone else's playthrough. So that's what I did. I went to Game Rant and I just looked up the endings of the game. There are only 3, so we actually got 2 of them automatically, which the first one, of course, was where we killed Augustin, and then the second one is where we went ahead and fell down, and that's where it says watch your step, but this is gonna be the 3rd one. So let's go ahead and see what happens if you don't